Hello everyone, my name is Chanakshi Mendikar and today I will give a demo on working with Git and set up Stripe provider services. Okay. Services. So in my last demo, we see about again. In my first demo, we have seen our Stripe integration system, how it works, Stripe payment integration system. Then in my second demo, we have done microservices about details. Then in my third demo, we have seen about Agile, how it works, Agile SDLC, Jira. And now today we will see working with Git and setup Stripe provider services. Okay. So today we will start Stripe provider services in Git and see about Git. So what is the Git? So what is the Git? Git is a version control software. Every change made by every developer will be tracked as a separate version. In the Git is a version control software that every every change make every developer will be tracked separately. So the Git is a version control software. Every change make every developer will be tracked separately. And multiple developer make needs to work in parallel. So here is Git. Let's see. We have to create a Stripe provider service for our payment service, Stripe payment service provider. So we have to work with Stripe provider services. Stripe provider service. Okay. So for this we have to first made Stripe provider services. Of this service we have to make first repository. For what? Why we have to make first repository? because we want this repository to be centrally available. So all the developers can access and work with in parallel like GitHub bucket. In the market, there are multiple cloud providers which host this Git repository. There are multiple cloud providers like Git bucket. So there are multiple cloud providers like we will use Bitbucket, Bitbucket. Bitbucket is nothing but a cloud provider, cloud provider. Okay. Why we use Bitbucket? Because we want this repository. Which repository? This that we made. Stripe provider services. This is a repository of our project, and we want this repository to be centrally available. So we want in this Bitbucket cloud provider, this repository will be centrally available here in the Bitbucket. So all the developers can access. Anyone means all the developers that works in same company can access and work with in parallel. Okay. So in our company, anyone can access and update that repository with their codes. So we will use Bitbucket. This is a cloud provider. Yes. So what is mean by cloud? Okay, cloud means it is not available in your machine. It is not available in your machine in any code. It is virtual machine hosted somewhere connected through internet outside. You can only connect it through internet, and there is your repository or your data that you will be connected through internet. Okay. And it is not available in your this laptop, this virtual machine. Let's suppose this is your laptop and this is your virtual machine cloud. This is your laptop and this is your cloud provider, virtual machine. Okay. So all the code, all the repository will be not available in your this laptop. Okay. But these are all data, all the information will be available in cloud provider. All the repository will be available in this cloud provider virtual machine. You can only access through internet. Okay. So now see about cloud provider. Which cloud provider we will gonna use? We will use Bitbucket. We are going to use Bitbucket. Okay. Bitbucket. Cloud provider. Bitbucket is what? Cloud provider. Okay. So Let's see about Bitbucket. So in this Bitbucket, there is our repository that is Stripe provider service. Okay, this is our Git repo. Then comes and then comes there is a main branch. There is a main branch or master branch. Then comes there is a integration branch. Integration branch. Then comes there is also one feature branch. Okay. So what is meant by branch? Branch are nothing but the copy of a code to another branch. So the what is meant by branch? Branch are nothing but the copy of another branch, that is branch. Okay. This is the main branch. Main branch means this is not a copy. This is main code. In this main branch, there is a main code that created by the senior. Okay, senior of the project. So the clone of this, from the clone of this, from the clone of this created clone. Okay. From the main branch of this code, clone copy. Clone copy of the main branch. Okay, the main branch code clone copy is integration branch. Okay. Then comes from the integration branch, there comes feature branch. Or this is also clone copy. Okay, this is also clone copy of this integration branch code. This creates feature branch. Okay. So what is meant by main master branch? Main master branch is nothing but it's nothing but deployed in prod. And integration branch, what is meant by integration branch? Is in integration branch we can do AWS setting or QA testing. QA testing we can do in integration branch. Then comes feature branch. In feature branch, you can do in this feature branch, you can do AWS development and In this feature branch, we can do AWS dev environment. Okay. This is our Bitbucket cloud provider. There is our site provider service Git repo. In this Git repo, there is a main branch, master branch that is deployed prod, and then comes integration branch that is AWS where we can do QA testing. Then comes feature branch. There is a AWS dev environment. Okay. So then here comes our team. This is team one. This is team two. This is team three. These are nothing but our developers. Developer one, developer two, and this is developer team three. Okay. So these are nothing but time slots. Time slots mean this is one team, this is two, second team, and this is three teams, third team. Okay, that is connected to cloud provider. All are connected to cloud provider. Okay. Yeah. So here is our IDE. They all have IDE. All developers have their IDE. Means they get code from feature branch. They get a code from feature branch. ID. They get a code from feature branch to IDA. And then they create their own code for the deployment and update the code, then return it to the from IDE to feature branch. Okay, they make their changes. They get code from feature branch, then makes changes and create their own code. Team one, developer one create their own code. Developer two gets their own code and create another code. Developer three gets also from feature branch code, and they also develop their own code copy and return it to and then return it to feature branch. Turn it to feature branch. Okay. So this is how this Bitbucket cloud provider works. creates copy of integration branch and developer creates their own code in feature branch. Okay. From this integration branch, they create copy in the feature branch, then get a code from it, and in the IDE, they make their own code, makes changes for the project developed, and then return to the feature branch. Okay, this is how it works. Then there are also some Git commands for processing. Okay, for this processing, there are some Git commands. For the processing, there are some Git commands that are first one is git add, second one is git commit, third one is git push. Okay, so the using these three commands, we can process this procedure. Okay, these are the three commands of Git. Generally, the senior of the project create first version project. In this project, common setup and common dependency will be available. Okay, so this in this main branch, generally the senior of the project create the first version project. Okay, so this copy will be created by senior developer where it can have project common setup and also have common dependency. Okay. So the other people can access it and code it on the top of that. Okay. So the other people can access to this feature branch and make a made a changes and update this to the feature branch. Okay. So now we can see here theoretically. Now we can see practically. So we will gonna use which cloud provider, that is Bitbucket. Okay, let's. So now go to the browser, type Bitbucket, Bitbucket sign up. Okay, go to this website. Okay, so I already have my Bitbucket account. So you can go to this site Bitbucket, sign up, sign up for free Bitbucket account here, and you can sign up here, filling your details with uh, Atlas account. Okay, here you can fill up your email ID and your workspace. Okay, and create the Bitbucket account for free. Yes. Here is my Bitbucket account. Then now how to create repository. First, click on create repo. Now give the name of repository your okay. We have to create which repo, that is where it is, that is type provider, that is type provider service. Okay. Name it type provider service. Okay. Name it, and access level will be always keep a private repository. Okay, because you are going to work in a company, so the data will be not accessed by anyone. So keep it private repository, not public. Okay, and if you don't need to click on advanced setting, you don't need anything. Just select project type provider service. Select your project name, August 25 city. Okay, I already create my project name. Okay, and then let's just create this. Okay, so there is default branch will be your main. Okay, here you can see Git 8 seconds ago initial comment. Okay, here you can see in the branches, go to branch. Here, active branches, select all branches. Here is, you can see here is main branch. Okay, updated 38 seconds ago. Now we have to create integration branch. So for this, click here, create branch, type, select other. Okay. So there is only now main branch. So integration branch will be created from only main branch. Okay. So select the main branch name. We have to create integration branch. Integration. Okay. Okay. Type other branch from main integration. Okay. Now click on create. So you have created it. And now we have to create. First go to the branches. Now you will see here in active branches, select all branches. Now you can see here integration branch also. Okay. So here is main branch and integration branch. We have two of these. Now we have to create feature branch. That after creating feature branch, you can get the clone copy of main branch and update it and do your code work. Okay. So create branch. Okay. Select type feature. You have to create feature branch. So select feature and from which branch? Integration. Okay. Feature. Now let's name it initial setup. Initial setup. Now how to give name feature branch. Go to your Jira account. Jira account. Okay. So, last time I created Jira account. I showed you show that how created Jira account. Okay. Here are my tasks. Okay. So we have to create a initial setup. Okay. So create on this Stripe provider initial here is ID. Okay. Last time I already done it. Go to learning squad. Okay. So I have already done it. Yes. But you have to here do your setup. So for the feature initial setup, you have to give your ID. So you have to give setup Stripe provider services. So here is their unique key ID that is LS10. So this ID you have to provide in this feature feature branch. Okay. So which ID is this? That is LS10. So you have to provide this LS10 ID. Okay. So I already have done and I already create this initial setup ID. So I don't have to create this again. You can create this like this. You have to just give them this ID name LS20 like this. I just show you. Go to this. Okay. LS10. Okay. Just give the ID name LS10 and create. Okay. I just show you. Okay. So now feature initial setup LS10. You will see here, check out your branch. This branch does not contain any changes. Okay. Check out means check out in source string. Okay. So there is a GUI tool that is source string. Okay. There are many other tools, but we will gonna use source string. Okay. I have already downloaded. You can go to browser source string, search go this website. Okay. Here is you can download free. This is also available for Windows. Select Windows. if you have Windows and download it. Okay. So how can you use this? Just open. Okay, let's see. Check out in source tree. I already have downloaded. So you go to this, open source tree. Yeah. Just open it. Just wait. So you can see here, this is your source tree, and you can do here from your, you can copy clone and paste it here, and you can, here are all the commands, that is push, commit. You can also do from here. You can write down here something. I have done my first initial setup and commit option. You can do here commit, or you can, here are some files of my project. Select it, select it, and it will, these are stage file and these are unstaged file. You can select it and stage it here, and then push. You can do commit and then push. Okay, this is how source tree works. This is a git git tool, that is source tree. Okay. Okay, this is checkout section. You can here, you don't have to do checkout existing, just select clone new and provide here destination path of your project and do clone. Okay, so this is how it works. I hope now you understand how to work with Git and set up Stripe provider services. This is how the setup will be done in Bitbucket. Okay, so I hope all you understand. So for now, thank you and bye. Thank you.